Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over yet another electric vehicle stock, and that's going to be Diamond Peak Holdings. Many of you probably already know that they're going to be merging with Lordstown Motors, and this is a company that's based in Ohio, and they're going to be creating an electric vehicle truck. This company has a couple advantages to it that sets it apart from other companies, involving inheriting a factory that's fully equipped to complete production as soon as 2021, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Regarding their truck itself, it's truly one of a kind. It has the fewest moving parts of all vehicles at only 4, and what this means is lower maintenance cost. It also has over-the-air updates for all of its technology, an equivalent of 75 miles per gallon with a 250-mile range, and this battery charges in only 30 to 90 minutes if you have a certain kind of supercharger. Along with this, it has little to no emissions, as most electric vehicles do have. If you go ahead and look at this comparison, all of these great features that I just named for you will cost you only $45,000, which is significantly less than any of these other electric vehicles. Another really special thing about this company is that if you do buy one of these trucks, you'll receive a $7,500 tax credit if you're one of the first 200,000 people. This brings the price of the car down to around $38,000, so even cheaper. Now, in terms of people who have pre-ordered this vehicle and will receive that tax credit, there's currently around 40,000 pre-orders, and what that means for the company is about $2 billion in revenue lined up. And this is almost unheard of for SPACs. Although they may not actually currently have the revenue, they have $2 billion lined up, and the majority of these sales will likely go through. Although you can see here that some of them will be canceled or delayed. Going back to this money saving theme, you can see here that when comparing the endurance truck with your average Ford F-150, you're saving almost $19,000 between gas, that tax credit, maintenance cost. The price really starts to add up with your average vehicle, and all of this is taken away with your electric truck. Like I was talking about earlier, this company has a really special opportunity to start its production really quickly, and this is due to the fact that it purchased a former GE plant in Lordstown, Ohio. And this plant is about 6.2 million square feet. This is no joke. It's a plant from a formerly very large company, and so they're set up to produce these vehicles at very high amounts. The one problem with replacing this plant is that, as you can see here, it's an estimated $3 billion to renovate this plant and get it up to the quality of what they're going to need to produce their vehicles. So that is quite the hefty price tag, but as I showed you earlier, they have around $2 billion in sales lined up, so they can pay off this plant pretty quickly. This company has a clearly designed plan to be the first one to start engineering these trucks. It wants to beat out Tesla and Nikola and all of the other competitors because, as we know, many times the first company to the space is the one that's going to stay at the top of the space as long as they get the job done. You can see here that everything in their plan has gone properly so far, with the first 2 steps complete, the 3rd step in progress, and everything else is lined up for them to start producing their vehicles in Q3 of 2021. This will likely beat out the majority of the other electric vehicle companies when it comes to producing their truck. One of the many reasons why this company is so successful is because of the great leadership. You can see here that almost all of the top executives in the company have over 30 years of experience, and they work with top-level companies such as Tesla, Toyota, Workhorse, GM. These guys really know what they're doing, and they have a plan of exactly how they want this company to go, and so far, it's been executed properly. This 2021 will not be their biggest year of growth, as you can see, at least according to their expectations. They expect 2022 to be their biggest year with a 1,000% growth rate, and I think this is likely due to the fact that many people will start to catch on to this vehicle after people actually start receiving them in late 2021. Although you can see that their popularity stunt has already begun, with the President Donald Trump actually unveiling their truck for them on September 28th, and this event got a ton of popularity and got a ton of people talking about this stock. In terms of other upcoming catalysts, you can see that they'll receive around $800 million if Workhorse can successfully secure their contract with the UPS. Now, once again, this is an if, but $800 million would go a long way in terms of paying off that $3 billion cost that they're going to end up paying to renovate that factory. Also, we have a catalyst coming up really soon on the 22nd, and this is going to be just officially approving this merger. Although it's obviously expected to go through, on the 22nd, when it's announced that it did officially go through, you will very likely see a bump in the stock price. Well, that's it for this company. I think it has both a very bright future in the near term and in the long term, and I think that very experienced ownership group that I showed you will play a big part in this. But if you did go on to enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like down below to show your support, and leave a comment if you have any questions. Also, make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss more videos like this one. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.